back one, back two. All right, so we have our two basic formulas. C squared equals A squared plus B squared minus 2AB cosine C, or the angle C is equal to the cosine inverse of C squared minus A squared minus B squared all over negative 2AB. Now, we want to find a base and a height, okay? That's the whole key to this problem, okay? I can't solve it without a base and a height, right? 1/2 base times a height, that's all I need. So I'm going to let you two decide. Which one do you want to be your base?
Dan, this is why I need help with the problems. I don't know how to decide.
Wouldn't the base just be the top or whatever, like the...
Like how are you supposed to decide?
You just choose.
Because that's what I did for... That's what I did.
For 7? Okay, I'll make it work. Well, this is your 7, right?
Yes.
So we'll make it work. Which one did you choose to be your
I
base?
put...
It's okay. Because we can make any one your base. Now, you're right. I like to look at this as my base.
I put 9 as my base.
Because I like to think of it as like this. Right? But you don't have to. Okay? Any one of them can be your base. But once they're your base, so which one did you choose as your base?
My 9.
You're 9. Okay, cool. Alright, so that means that what you're saying is this. See what I'm saying? Right? So then that would be your little b. Right? So your big B has to be this. We're good? Okay? Now,
I put it on this one the first time too. So I tried it with B as my 8 and B as 9.
okay, well, maybe you did what I did over here the first time, remember? I plugged in the wrong number, or I plugged them in backwards. It's very easy to plug them in backwards, but that looks right, because those are the same thing. That should work.
I didn't.
Let me see, is 9 your... Well, 9 is your C. That's not your B.
No, I did it twice.
Okay.
9 is going to be right here. 8 is going to be right here.
Alright. Well, let's see if it works. And there is an answer on your answer,
I
right?
did the answer.
Okay, cool. We'll find it. We'll figure it out. These are hard problems. And that's what frustrates students to not be in the classroom. Right? Alright, so we got a base. And we're going to call that little b. Now, we have to decide which C we want to look from to find that height. I can look at it from this way, or I can look at it from this way. It doesn't matter. So which one did you...
I put 10 as my 7.
10 is your C? Okay, so you're looking at it from this way. So you're saying this is C and this is little c. Right? So we're not going to worry about this guy. And this is going to be my A. This will be my little a. Cool? We're all good? Alright, so once I find C, I'll be good. Okay? So, I have big C, right? Big C is equal to the cosine inverse of C
10 squared minus 8 squared minus 9 squared.
So, right? All over. So, let me make sure that's right. A squared, yep, and 9 squared, yep. And so this should be over negative 2, 8, 9, right?
Yeah.
Okay? Alright, cool. Let's see what happens. Now, what I'm seeing is this is negative. This is negative, so that's going to be a positive. We need it to be a positive less than 1. It should be like 0.8, 0.9, 0.7, something like that. Let's see what we come up with. Alright. So we have 10 squared, is that right? minus 8 squared. So 100 minus 64 minus 81, right?
Please excuse the interruption. High school baseball game is canceled today. But boys, you still do have pictures after school. Thank you.
Woo, that's going to be a really small number. Right?
No, the answer sheet says 34.2 or something.
Okay, no, just hang in there. No, I mean this in here will be small. And that's good. We want it to be less than 1. If it's bigger than 1, it doesn't work. So I'm thinking it's going to work, but let's keep going. We're going to divide this, right, by, well,
How's that domain?
what is 2 times 8? 16, right? Times 9 is 90.
Yeah.
Under 40.
Under 40?
I'm not getting anything for this. Like I'm putting it in the same domain error.
Okay, hang in there.
You probably have to put parentheses.
I did.
And you didn't get, like, for 10 squared, minus 8 squared, minus 9 squared, you didn't get it.
Oh wait, hold on.
All right, let me double check. All right, 16, that'd be 160, right? Minus 16 would be 50, would be 44. Yeah, okay, good. All right, so that's good. So then I'm going to divide that by -2 times 8 times 9, and I get this number 0.3125, right? But that's still cosine inverse of that, right? That's just this number. That's just that number.
Right.
We good? Okay, now I'm going to take this and go, okay, cosine inverse. Oops. Cosine inverse. All right, I'm getting a number. It equals 71.79.
That's what I got.
Good. All right, so that's going to be our angle C. Angle C is equal to 71.7900, blah, 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 right? All right, so that's our angle C. Now, to find the height, right? The height is the opposite.
Please excuse this interruption. For students going to Student of the Month luncheon, Charlie, Annie, Austin, Waylon, Raven, Avery, Rosalie, Robert, and Simone meet by the figures for the bell rings.
Okay?
Again, Student of the Month luncheon, meet by the figures for the bell rings.
Now here's what's hard to remember. This is a right triangle, right? Right angle. So that makes this the hypotenuse, right? So we're dealing with H and O again, which is so, right? So we're dealing with the sine of this, 71.79, right? Is equal to the opposite. What's the opposite? We don't know. It's X. What's the hypotenuse? Well, that's 8, right? And then we multiply both sides by 8.
Have you seen Alyssa Mercer?
Last time you see us in there.
So now what I'm going to do is take the sine of this number, this big number right here, right? I'm going to put my sine in front of it, so I need to change that to first. Put my sine in front of it. Gosh, it always does that for some reason. Put my sine in front of it. And then I'm going to put my 8 in front of that. See how I use that? I'm going to boom, and my 8. Right? So it's 8 times the sine. So 8 times the sine is 71.79. Does that make sense? And then that equals 7.599. So that's about 7.6. Follow me so far?
I gotta go.
Hang in 1 second. Just 1 second. 1 second, girl. We're almost there.
I'm trying to find the hypotenuse and the opposite and the adjacent. That's a problem.
Okay, so we'll just have to work on that. Okay? So then, now this is the height.
Those are random questions for you.
So the base, which one was our base?
8,
8? No.
right?
Was it base or,
Oh, wait, sorry, yeah.
right? So base is 9, so it's 1/2 times 9.
Times
times the height, which is 7.5 or 7.6, right? Okay? So I take this number, multiply it by, equals, take that number, multiply it by 0.5, and then multiply it by 9, and that's 34.19. And that's what you were supposed to get? Okay, and that's your area. So we're just having some trouble finding the height, the opposite stuff. We'll work on that, but that's how you would do that problem. Okay?